before we switch to the Eastern, Oklahoma City was talked about as a Giannis soft landing spot, a possibility, because they have so many draft picks and players that they could send to Milwaukee, et cetera. A lot of chatter about that. Is that still in play, do you think?
Everything's still in play.
Everything's
Nothing's ever out of play. I would say this: if I'm Giannis Antetokounmpo, I want to stay away from the Western Conference. Like it is a murderer's row of teams where the Minnesota Timberwolves were the 6th seed and they won 49 games. Like it just doesn't look like if you're a superstar, you want, by and large, an easier path to get to the NBA Finals. Maybe what happens with the New York Knicks will leave it open. Maybe the Miami Heat is always looking at being the soft landing spots for a star, but I don't know if they have the packages to offer. I'm looking at the Houston Rockets if something comes up. Like there's a lot more teams out west, but if I were Giannis, I'd want to stay east.
I hear you, and then I've heard about the Spurs, and then they could play two bigs together, and he could raise that young child down in San Antonio, but then you hear about, the possibility of maybe going out to the Warriors, and then it's that last push for Steph. Then you think to yourself, could he go to the Lakers? And then he'd get the, bright lights, big city. I hear you staying on the East. It's a good transition to talk about the Knicks and Pacers. But I just feel like if he's going to make that move at this point in his career, I feel like it's going to be a big splash.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think any franchise that makes a play for Giannis understands he's 30 years old. You've got at least a 5-6 year runway with him. The problem in the NBA is, Suzy, you can't plan beyond 1 or 2 years. Like we thought the Denver Nuggets were going to be here for a long time. They're out. We thought the Boston Celtics were certainly going to be here for a long time. They're out. Those are things that Giannis Antetokounmpo and his people have to sort of weigh in if they decide they're going to leave Milwaukee. Which situation has the longest runway in this NBA that does not have long runways? Let's just pray he does not wind up with the Lakers. That would be information overload for all of us. Can we just send them somewhere else? It'd be too much.
It's too much, although I never ruled Jeannie Buss out of anything. So, I wouldn't be that surprised. I love how every team's like, we've got a great Greek neighborhood. I'm like, guys, how's your Nigerian food? Like, let's kind of branch out here a little bit. Let's transition then to the East, right? But it's true. Everyone's like, well, they've got a great Greek. Right? Guys, I don't think that's the draw for Giannis right now. I think he's a little bit more worldly than that. Don't you love it? It's like that's the low-hanging fruit. So ridiculous.
Yes.
Right. I'm still thinking about the possibility of Giannis and Victor Wembanyama playing together. Wouldn't that be
Nobody's scoring. Nobody's scoring.
Right? Just these two giants.
You're better off shooting from half court.
That's it,
pretty
right?
Much. That's your bet. You got 2 pterodactyls. And one is not growing into his body yet, and one is a full-grown man.
A full-grown man.
That's like the Monstars. It's like Space Jam, except you don't have Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny on the other side. Like there would be no scoring. And Giannis has said he likes not having state taxes, and I believe that San Antonio is in the great state of Texas.
And then he likes to play power forward, but he's a natural center, and so then they switch. And then it's just maybe we're reinventing the game of basketball. I like what we're doing here.
I will tell you this also. Now, you mentioned the Golden State Warriors. Him and Steph Curry are represented by the same agent. Mm-hmm. We all know that plays a big part in things. Steph has a couple of more years left, especially playing at this particular level. And I don't know if he's going to play beyond 38, 39, 40 years old. I don't think he's going to go into LeBron and play until he's like 65 or anything. Okay. So if you're Golden State,
65,
do you push all the chips to the table and say, hey, Giannis, let's see what we can do here?
I would love to see what he would do with Steve Kerr. I would love to see that. I can't stand everybody saying, the window's closing. It's like, he's not missing. The window is not closing. Like, it's my most infuriating conversation when I hear about this. I get it. You can't play at a, top level forever, but Steph Curry doesn't look exactly like he's slowing down.
Well, here's the thing. No window is closed because no other window is open.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. Like everybody, if you tell me Golden State's window is closed, you have to tell me who exactly's window is open beyond the 2 teams that are playing in the conference finals now. And I grant you, they're younger, more athletic. There's more margin for error, but you're literally one move away from entering back into the championship conversation. And who the hell knows what's going to happen this summer?
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.